her?
It's loud.
It's too loud. Is that better?
Te dejo mi celular. Si vienes, no abres la puerta porque no repite, te deja la.
Hi guys.
Paper if you need it.
Hello.
Hola, niño.
Y'all have a good lunch?
Ay, yo me voy a ir a llevar a hacer eso. Espérame.
But what they come?
Me hablas alguna cosa.
Okay. Alina, did you have a good lunch?
Yes.
What'd you eat?
French toast.
What?
Who
What'd
ate
you have?
French toast? Kamari?
Yeah.
You
That was
bring
good too.
it?
I can't. You can hear. What? What?
She said, "What do you eat?"
Don't answer her. You eat chips and just answer her. Why you haven't ate lunch yet?
All right. Well, there comes Angeline. Okay. I lost Kamara. He don't want to see me anymore. Let's see. We have some more. Got some more coming in. Let me open this up a little bit wider so I can see all of you. There's Bethany.
Hi.
Hi. You finally made it on?
Yeah.
Did you get that all that iPad all worked out?
Took a while, but I got it.
Did that paper I sent help?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. You need to turn your video on.
Okay.
Hi, there you are. All right. Well, I've got 5 of you. I have Alina, Mark, Kamari. I have Bethany and Angeline. All right, guys. Did you bring a piece of paper with you today?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you bring a pencil with you today?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So let's review what we started talking about yesterday for factors and pairs. Okay. I'm going to switch this over. I don't think it. I'm having some computer issues this morning, or all day today with this mouse and this machine. I'm trying to switch it over so y'all can see something and I can't. All right. All right, y'all can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right, well, we're gonna look at this. Ah, come on, y'all can see I'm trying to click on this. I don't want you to see that, I want you to see this. There it goes.
What time does that tell a man? 2:30.
All right. All right, so yesterday we said that a factor is a number, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That's any number, okay? If you want to write an example, that's just 1, 5, 52, 103. They're all just factors, okay? So a factor pair, is 2, no, sorry, not 2. Yeah, 2, that's right. Two numbers multiplied to create a new number. Or a new factor. Let's put factor. Okay? So it's going to be 2 numbers that create a new number. 2 factors, okay, that create a new factor. I'm going to switch back over here for just a second, okay? All right, look at this screen. Oh, goodness. Why did it do that? Come on, give me the mouse. All right. Okay. All right. Going along with factors is prime and composite, okay? Prime.
Oh, I did that paper.
Have y'all heard of prime and composite before?
Yes, it's
There has
algebra.
the word compositive. Compositive.
Composite. Oh, hey, Trenton, I don't see you. Let me see if I can broaden this a little bit so I can see you. Whoops, did I just slide y'all off? Get back over there. I was trying to get a hold of this.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. All right. Well, this is what we talked about a minute ago. All right. A factor is numbers, but when you have factor pairs, you have factor times a factor, which equals a product. Okay. Product is the answer to any multiplication. Okay. Anytime anybody asks you what the answer is to a multiplication problem, it's the product. That's this right here. Now, 2 is a factor and 3 is a factor. So 2 times 3 equals 6. And since both of them are factors, it's a factor pair. Okay? Factor pair. Everybody got that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talked about yesterday. And because of that, they are the factors of 6. Well, 1 times 6 is also factor of 6. So 6, to get 6, we have 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers that something could multiply out of them to make 6, correct?
Yes.
We have 1 times 6 and we have 2 times 3. Both sets of those will equal 6. Correct?
Correct.
Yes. That's why they are called factor pairs. Now, 6 has how many pairs of factors?
1.
Nope.
3.
1 and 6 is a pair. 2 and 3 is a pair. How many pairs of factors does it have?
2.
It has 2 factor pairs. And two factor pairs is 4 numbers because for every factor pair, you have 2 numbers, right? 2 factors.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about prime and composite. A prime number has exactly 2 factors, one and itself, nothing else. Was 6 prime?
Where's that thing?
Yes.
Was 6 prime?
6 prime is,
Look here.
1
6 has 1 pair
1 times
and 2 pairs.
and 3.
No, it has 2 pairs. It has 1 and 6 as a pair, and 2 and 3 as a pair. A prime number says that it has exactly 2 factors, not 2 factor pairs, but 2 factors. A
If you're
1,
working on math, you need to listen to your teacher. Don't worry about this.
so is 6 a prime number? Does it only have 1 and itself as factors?
Yeah, no,
No, because it has what?
2,
A 2 and a
1.
3. Okay? It has 1,
We've been learning much of prime numbers.
it has 1, it has 2, it has 3, and it has 6. So it has 4 factors. All right? 4 factors. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 6. Let me write that down up here on my little whiteboard I have, my thing here. Goes there. All right. So prime numbers,
You can multiply by something.
no, prime numbers have only 2 factors. 1 times itself. That's the only 2 it has. And we said up here that 6, okay? 6 had a factor pair of 1 times 6 and a factor pair of 2 times 3. And that gave it how many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it had 4 factors, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So can 6 be a prime number if it can only have 2 factors, 1 and itself?
Yeah.
It can. Tell me how.
You still saying yeah?
Can this 6 be considered a prime number?
Yeah.
Saying yes.
No. No.
No, because it has how many factors?
2.
It has 4
Four.
factors,
Yeah.
a 1, a 6, a 2, and a 3. And a prime number can only have 2 factors, a 1 and itself. An example of that is going to be 1 times 5. Will anything else equal 5? Is there any other multiplication you can do that will equal 5?
No.
No.
This is an example. It only has 2 factors, 1 and 5. So 5 is a prime number. So 5 is a prime number. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to switch back to this other page here. Okay. All right. So 6 would not be a prime number, but 5 is because it only has 2 factors. Oh, come on. All right. Here's another example for you. 7. It's a prime example. 7 has no other factors. Is there anything other than a 1 and a 7 that would equal 7?
Yeah.
No.
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 Nothing else. 1 times 7 is the only 2 numbers you can use.
Prime.
Okay? 1 times 7 is the only numbers you can use to get 7. So here's a little tip. This is something that you can remember, help you to remember prime. Look at this. The word prime is P-R-I-M-E. Prime
Okay.
is 1 and me. The number and itself. PR prime, 1 and me, M-E. Part of prime is me, right?
Yeah.
Prime number, my factors are just number 1 and me, if I'm a member of the prime family. Anybody name some other prime numbers?
Two.
11,
11 is prime.
23,
23 would also be prime. 2 is a prime.
29 and 9.
9 is not prime.
2, is it? Is 2 a prime?
2 is a prime number only because there's nothing beside other than 1 and 2. 1 times 2 that will equal 2.
Is 21 a prime?
21 is not a prime number.
17.
17 is a prime number.
18. I mean,
45.
45 is not a prime number.
Is 26 a prime number?
No, 26 is not prime. Most of the prime numbers, not all, but most of the prime numbers are odd. All odd numbers are not prime,
Oh,
but
40.
most of the prime numbers are, a lot of the prime numbers are odd, okay? An even number cannot be prime except for number 2. Number 2 is prime. The rest of the even numbers cannot be prime. 4, 6, 8, 10, they cannot be prime. And I'm getting ready to tell you why. Okay? They are what you call a composite number. A composite number has a number that has more than 2 factors. Just like that 6 we had. Let me get back over here where I was at so you can see it.
Why not? Well, how does she know you are?
All right.
My name shows.
6 here, okay, is a composite number because it has 4 factors. So a composite number has more than 2 factors. Okay? It has more than 2, 3 or more. It can have 3, but it must have more than 2. Okay? An example would be the 6. Okay, so if you have 6 here, it's going to equal, its factors are going to be 1. Factor pairs is 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. That's its factor pairs. And its factors listed in numerical order, the factors would be 1, 2, 3, and 6. So it has 4 factors. Okay? Not all even numbers are composite. There is one even number that is not composite.
2.
What number did I tell you that was?
2.
2. 2 is not composite. So if it's not composite, what is it?
Prime.
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 Okay. 2 is a prime number because it only has 1 times 2 and nothing else. Now, this is important too. Not all odd numbers are prime. Okay? Not all odd numbers are prime.
What you want to know?
Okay? An example of that, 9. What are some factor pairs of 9? You always start with the first one being 1 times itself. So it's 1 times 9. Is there anything else that will multiply to make 9?
3 times 3.
Okay, so 3 times 3. Is there anything else that will multiply to make 9?
3. Oh, no.
Mark's too smart though. He gets every question like in the class or in the Zoom meeting. He always gets a question right.
What do you think? Anything else that will multiply to make 9?
Right?
Nope,
Four
there's not. Okay. So how many factors does 9 have? It has a
2.
4, it has a 3, but we only put the 3 once. It has a 9. How many factors does it have?
3.
1.
It has 3 factors. 1, 2,
I don't
3.
see it though.
Trenton, get up there where you can see us, please. 1, 2, 3. So 9 is composite. 9 is composite. Do y'all understand that? It's an odd number. 9 is odd number, but it's not a prime number. It's a composite number. This is important. Not all odd numbers are prime. Not all odd numbers are prime. Cannot say that enough. Okay? Just because you see an odd number does not mean it is prime. The other thing is 0 and 1. 0 and 1 are neither prime or composite.
Because it has to be over 1 to be
Correct.
either one.
It has to be at least 2. If you look back up here, a prime number has to have 2 factors. Okay? 0 times anything is 0, so that won't be prime. And 1 times 1 would only have one factor, 1, right? So 0 and 1 are neither prime nor composite. Parenthood. Y'all went to Canvas to get on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
None of
But
y'all.
how else could we get on?
I did.
Well, somebody else was texting me saying they couldn't get on, so I don't think they were trying through Canvas. All right. So you have to know what prime and composite numbers are in order to do factors, and you need to know what factors are before you can make factor pairs. Okay. All right. So right here, I'm going to give you some numbers, and I want you to tell me whether you think they are prime or composite. Okay.
I'll be back. That's prime. Wait, I can barely see that.
All right. Okay, 24. Let's write out the prime numbers for 20. I mean, not the prime numbers, the factors, pairs. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, factor pairs. Kamari, put yourself on mute, please. We have 1
24.
and 24. Okay. What else will make 24?
2 times
20.
12.
2 times 12. What else will make
2 times.
3 times
Okay, I need you to read the words in the definition.
6.
3 times 8?
4 times 6.
4 times 6. Will 5 do anything?
No.
Okay,
No.
so we can't use 5, and we already have 6, so we need to stop there. Okay, so let's see how many factors does it have. Let's write them out. I have 1.
I'm confused.
About what? What are you confused about, Trenton?
Like the what?
Uh,
The Red Chiefs, the Congo, or something like that. Go on to the next one. What's the next word?
Kamari,
You don't
I can
know
hear
what's
them.
on it.
Yeah.
You need to put it on mute for a minute because they're talking. I'm trying to get Trenton
Okay.
to hear me. Trenton, what are you confused about?
I'm confused how you get that. Like, I'm confused where.
How we got these numbers?
Yeah.
These two numbers multiplied will equal that. These two numbers multiplied will equal that. These two numbers multiplied will equal that. And these two numbers multiplied will equal that. That's how we got those numbers. Okay? So you have to write these out as 1, and I'm going to go way over here and put 24. Okay? And if I drew that, that would mean that those two numbers would multiply together. Okay? And if I do 2 and 12, and I put another one, okay? And I do 3 and 8,
Huh?
4 and 6,
I'm still confused.
the 1 and the 24 are connected by this arc. There it is. You see that? The 2 and the 12 are connected with lines because they're right here. They multiply times each other. The 3 I connected to the 8 because it's 3 times 8 will equal 24. And the 4, I connected to the 6 because 4 times 6 will equal 24. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now these are our factors.
I'm just.
It has a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 6, an 8, a 12, and a 24. How many factors does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So is it prime or composite?
Prime.
Prime has only 2 factors. How many factors does this have?
Eight.
It has 8. So would it be composite or prime?
Composite.
It's going to be a composite. I'm just going to put a C right there. Okay? This 12. How many numbers will equal 12? Well, you
1
always,
times 12.
1 times 12. You always start with 1 times 12. What's the next one?
5. Wait, no.
Start with 2. 2.
3 times 6.
2 times 6.
2 times 6. Okay? Now we'll go to 3. 3 times
7.
4. Well, all right, we already have a 4, so we can't go
Oh,
any
no,
farther.
it's much.
All right? So here, let's make our numbers. We have 1 and 12,
I just started. What is this?
right? That's 1 and 12. Now I have 2 and 6. And I have 3 and I have 4.
Mara, why do you still?
How many factors does it have? 1,
Eight.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it has 6, which is more than 2, it's a
Composite.
composite. What about this one? We always start with 1,
1 times 47.
7. Is there any more? How about 2? Will 2 times anything be 47?
No.
Nope. Will 3?
That's it, I think.
Will 3 times anything?
Yeah.
3 times what?
3 times. Three times.
17.
3 times 17 would be 3 times 7 would be 21. And that would be 3, 4, 5. That would be 51.
Yikes. Yeah, that was, so then 15.
3 times 15
No, wait.
is going
9.
to be 45.
I'm at 6.
There is nothing that will multiply times 3. Okay? There is no more numbers really that will make 47. Okay?
What do you mean, really?
So here are the
Composite.
factors. We have a factor of 1
Cut.
and we have a factor of 47.
Compositive.
It only has one, it only has 2 factors. Prime. Okay? Remember, prime is me, is just myself and me. I am myself. Okay? 1 and myself. Just 1 and myself is prime. Okay? All right. I want to show you something real quick on the back side of this paper where I've been writing. Okay? We're just going to do one of these because you're probably going to finish this up Monday when you come in, okay? I'm probably going to give you this and let you do it for me.
I don't remember that.
Okay? But we're going to do one together. 36,
Some
okay? What are numbers that will multiply to be 36 that are,
6 times 6.
okay? So we're gonna do 6 times 6, okay? Now, what numbers will multiply to be 6?
3 times 3.
No, 3 times 3 is not 6.
3 times
I mean,
2 times 3.
1 times 6.
2 times 3 equals 6. Okay,
And 1 times 6. 1 times 6.
okay, and 1 times 6. So this is a factor tree, okay? These numbers here, 2 is a factor of 36, 6 is a factor of 36, 3 is a factor of 36, 1 is a factor of 36, okay? So we only write 4 of them. So we got a 1. Remember, we got to put them in numerical order. 2,
And then 6.
3, and 6. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. The biggest thing you need to remember is prime numbers only have 2 factors. All right? Composite numbers have more than 2 factors. Okay? More than 2 factors. All right? So Monday, when y'all come back, we are going to finish our line graph, line graph out here. Okay? Our line plot. We're going to graph that information. And then we're going to finish prime numbers and composite numbers and factors. Okay? Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Any questions about any of this stuff that we've done here today?
no.
All right. Well, when y'all come back, I'll have some things for you to do to show me that you understand what a prime number is and what a composite
Oh, we have a third meeting.
Okay?
We have a third meeting.
All right. Any questions?
Do I have a third meeting?
All right. I'll see y'all on Monday, okay?
Bye.
Oh, wait. Some of y'all didn't turn in, you didn't turn in your thing last night. The
Canvas?
text evidence that I wanted everybody to do last night. Okay? It's still open. I think I got yours and Kamari's. I think I only got 2 or 3. That's it.
What was it that they needed to turn in?
They were to go on Canvas last night. I needed to make sure that everybody could submit the work back to me, so it was just a small thing.
I don't wanted them, but me and my other teacher, I was at Buzzer Girls Club working on my Canvas, and he helped me, and me and him didn't know how to submit it.
Remember I showed you in class that you have to go to submit, then you have to upload the file from where you put your answers on it. You have to go.
Is this still available?
Yes, I did not lock it. It is available until Friday.
Okay.
But I need you to go ahead and do it so I can be sure that you know how to submit things to me in case something would happen and we would have to go totally virtual for 2 weeks. Okay? That's not something that I know is coming, but I want to be prepared in case something would happen. Okay? And the only way I know for sure that you know how to get the work I send to you and send it back to me is if you do what I sent you as a practice and send it back to me.
I hate it so much.
Okay?
Okay.
So go in
It
and
said I got a 6 out of 6.
do what?
It said I got a 6 out of 6.
Yeah, see, I corrected. I checked yours last night, Kamari. Yep. Yeah, there were 6 points and you had 6 out of 6, so you had 100. Okay? That's a good job. So I need the rest of you to go on today sometime and do that. It doesn't take long, does it, Kamari?
Mm-mm.
It's really simple. It's just like 6 little things and you underline them in the color and that's it. Okay, and then you submit it back to me so that I know you know how to do that.
I tried that one on iPad in the computer.
What did I do when I missed work? I mean, Miss Miller. Hello?
When you, huh?
Can you hear me? Miss Miller?
Yes.
How do you handle missed work? There was one paper that Trenton didn't finish last week with the packet you sent home.
Can you say that again?
How do you handle missed work? He did not complete one paper from the packet that you sent home last week. It was about data.
About data. It depends on the sheet. If it was something that I sent home and told him I was going to take a grade on, then when I look in my grade book and I see that it's missing, then I can either give it another copy, or if it was just practice, and then I can go over it with him, a copy of it here.
Okay, this was a paper that was in his packet that you sent home with him on Tuesday to turn in.
This week?
Yeah, to turn in this week. When he came to you on Monday and turned in all his papers, he didn't turn in one of them.
Oh, okay. So he still has it?
Yeah, he still has it, but I mean, he needs some more learning, some more tutoring with that, because I couldn't help him with trying to understand data and how you put it in a chart.
Okay, well, if you want to stay on here a few minutes after I get everybody else go, I can try to walk you through it and tell you what he needs to do.
Okay.
All right, so just hang on for a few minutes, all right?
All right, thanks.
All right, the rest of you guys, I'll see you on Monday. Make sure you go in and do your,
I don't remember what picture you mean.
I did.
yeah, the text evidence, yes. Go in and do your text evidence, okay? Remember, you gotta save it to your iPad, and you gotta make a folder for classwork, remember? Go into the little blue folder, make a folder for classwork and pages, then you have to save it to pages, then it'll let you write on it. After you're done, you save it back to your computer, then you go into Canvas, hit submit, okay? Then browse, then find it, load it up, and hit submit back the second time, okay?
So that's the trial.
All right, bye. All of y'all have to go
Bye.
Bye.
okay? All right, you gotta click on the little button that says leave, okay? Because if I put leave everybody, then she's gonna have to go too. Each one of you have to click on the little button that says leave.
It's
Bye.
red. Bye. Bye.
Bye. I'll see you on Monday. Study. Bye, Angeline.
I can't get out.
You gotta push the button. It's a red button. There you go. All right, let me get a piece of paper. I'm gonna show you how to graph, okay? All right. Let me move this over.
I know how to do it. It's just explaining it to him to get him to understand without giving him the answer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's on this collect and represent data worksheet, and you give them topics, and it says write a question that could be used to collect data on each of the following topics. So he has a text message topic, a movie topic, and shoes topic. And he doesn't know what type of questions he could ask to collect data.
Okay. Let me get my screen back up here where he can see what I'm writing. All right. So he's got something that says text, movie, and the other one was what? What was the other one? I can't hear you. Shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Trenton, are you listening?
What up, Trent?
Come here. All right, Trenton, listen. If I ask you a question, you're going to give me an answer, correct? Is that a yes? Use your words.
Yeah.
Okay. If you ask your mom the same question, is she probably going to give you a different answer?
Maybe.
Probably so. What if you ask your dad the same question? Will he probably give you a different answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you right now to ask me something about a text that I received. If you were going to talk to your mom, let's stop back up. If we were going to talk to your mom, okay? And does your mom get texts from just your dad? No? Does she get texts from other people? She does. Okay, so ask mom, okay, you're going to ask mom about her text. How would you ask her about her text? How would you ask her a question about that? How many people do you think she gets a text from? Trenton, name some of the people that mom might get a text from.
My aunt,
Okay, your aunt,
my grandma,
grandma,
my dad.
dad. Okay, that's at least 3, right? Aunt, grandma, and dad. Now, does your aunt, your grandma, and your dad, have they only ever texted your mom one time? Or have they texted them multiple times?
Multiple.
Okay, so if mom's getting multiple texts, right?
Yeah.
What's a question you could ask her about that? If you wanted to know something about the text that mama got today, and we already know that aunt, grandma, and dad are going to text her today, what's a question we could ask mom?
How many text messages you have?
Okay, so we put how many text messages
Can be arrived each month can be received by each month for 6 months.
how many text messages well, we need to say not can, okay, because we're not just doing like one number, like, oh, mom can get 5 texts this month, okay? We've got to compare at least 2 things, all right? So how many text messages how many do you think mom sends out? How about this? How about how many text messages is your aunt and your grandma and your dad they're what? They're your what?
Emily.
They're your family. Okay? So we know that she's got to get these text messages from your,
Teacher.
no, I didn't name
Emily.
family. Okay? So how many text messages does she get from how many text messages
Does
do you get
get
from who?
Emily.
Family. Now let's think about that. Okay, we got to put a question mark. Okay. If I were going to chart that, would I have to know the name of the family members
Yeah.
and then put a symbol for each text that she got from them? Yes. So could I have enough data on there? Because we already said you have grandma, you have your aunt, and you have dad, right? So then you would say, you would go on back in her history of her phone and you would say, oh, this one's from grandma, and this one's from grandma, and this one's from grandma, and this one's from grandma. And aunt, this one's from my aunt, and this one's from my aunt, right? So this would be a good question to get us some information about mama's texting. Okay? Ask your mama if she'll let you do that. If she'll let you look at her phone sometime and figure up, make a chart so you can see, and then you'll see how to graph it. Okay? All right, movie. We have to ask a question about a movie, but we got to compare movies. We can't just say one specific movie. What kind of question would you ask me and your mom and your dad and your grandma that you know we're probably going to each one give you a different answer? Think about movies. What do you think about movies? If you were going to ask a stranger on the street, okay, what would you ask them about if you was at a movie theater and there was a whole row of movies in front of you? What would you ask them?
Just ask the question.
Just think. Okay, visualize yourself standing in front of the movie theater. You ever been to a movie theater? You have? All right, when you were standing in front of the movie theater and they had pictures of the movies up in front of it, right? How'd you choose which one to go to? How'd you choose which one to go to?
By looking at the picture.
You looked at the pictures. Well, what if somebody was standing beside of you? What would you ask them about those movies? What would you ask them? What if your best friend was standing right beside you and y'all were looking at all these movies and y'all didn't know which one to go see? Or maybe you'd seen them all. What would you ask him?
That is a great movie.
Not if that is a great movie, because that gives me one answer. You got, let's play 5, okay? You got 5 movies there. Your best friend's beside you. You're not going to turn to your best friend and say, hey, dude, which one of these is your favorite? Would you say that? Is that something you would ask your best friend?
Yeah.
Well, then why won't you say that question to me? Pretend I'm your best friend. Ask me something about that movie, all those movies.
That is an awesome movie.
No, that's not a question. That is an awesome movie is a statement. Ask me a question. What is the question I just asked you?
About the movie.
Well, of course it was about the movies, but what was the question? The example I just gave you, what did I say? Remember my best friend right here, hey dude, there's 5 movies in front of us.
Which movie you like?
Yes. Which movie do you like? You have 5 choices there, and you ask everybody else in the room, and they're all going to give you a different answer. So on your paper there, for the movie, you're going to write, what you going to write?
Which one you like?
Which one you like the
Best.
best? Which one you like the best? There you go. That's a question. Which movie? Because you gotta be specific. Can't say which of that. Okay, which you like the best. You don't have a noun in there. You gotta have a noun. Complete sentence. Which movie do you like the best? It has to be a complete sentence so that any old stranger walking up off the street could answer the question. Okay? My H turned into a K. Still looks like a K. All right, now shoes. Do you wear the same shoes every day? You do? Every single day? No? You don't wear the same shoes every single day? You don't have any, huh?
I put my slides on.
You got slides on? You don't wear them to school. I haven't seen you in slides. So do you wear the same shoes every day? Uh-uh. So what's a question that I could ask you about your shoes?
Which one should I wear?
Well, if you're going to ask that, you got to be a little more specific about where they're going. Okay?
Which one should I go to the park? Which shoes should I go to the park?
Okay, but not you. How about we're looking out, we're watching people at the park. Okay? You're talking about the park, okay? The question is not for you, it's for someone else. So it's not which one should I, but which shoes would you? Okay? Don't say you. I mean, don't say I, because the question's not to you. Your question's to your friends. Okay? Do you have one friend or you got more than one friend?
More friends.
Okay, so should the question to my friends be you or I or you all? If I'm going to ask my whole class here, am I going to just say, if I'm going to say, ask them about their shoes that they're coming to school in, okay? Am I going to say, what shoes do I wear to school if I'm asking them?
Maybe.
What shoes do I wear to school if I want to know what they wear?
You have to pay attention to Miss Miller. She's only here to help me. We need to get together. Pay attention.
Trenton, listen to me. If you want to find out about somebody else, would you give them a question with the word I in it?
No. Yeah.
Trenton, listen to this question, okay? Do I like spaghetti? Is that going to tell me what you like? Trenton, listen carefully. Look at me and pay attention, okay? Look at me. If I come up to you and I say, Trenton, do I like spaghetti? Will you know the answer to that question? You do know. You know if I like spaghetti or not.
You know Miss Miller likes spaghetti. You ask her, hey, Miss Miller, do I like spaghetti?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me eat spaghetti? Trenton, have you ever seen me eat spaghetti? When did you see me eat spaghetti, Trenton?
I thought you said me.
No, I said me. I used I. This is not a question about you. I'm asking you a question about me. Can you answer questions about me? Do I like spaghetti?
Yeah.
You think I like spaghetti? You're sure? What if I don't like spaghetti? Would your answer be right? No. So you can't ask somebody else by saying, I. You got to ask them the question. Okay? So when you say shoes, don't say what kind of shoes I wear. Because they don't know about you. They don't know what kind of shoes you wear. You got to ask about their shoes. Okay? So if you ask the kids a question about their kind of shoes they have on, and we know everybody in our class does not have on the same kind of shoes, right? How would you ask our class about their shoes? Trent, I'm going to stand you up in front of my classroom, okay? I want you to look out. Visualize our classroom. You know what visualize means?
Remember?
No, think about it. Think about our classroom, okay? Get a picture of it in your head. All right? You're looking at our class. I want you to ask our class about their shoes. What are you going to ask them about the shoes? What are you going to ask them about their shoes?
One question. You see people with different shoes on. Everybody doesn't have the same shoe. So you're in the classroom looking at everybody's shoe. What is the question you can ask the class as a whole? What do you think when you see people with different shoes on?
They look different.
Okay,
So the girls aren't going to wear the same kind of shoes as boys all the time, are they? Are they? I never seen a boy in high heel shoes. You ever seen a boy in high heel shoes? Do you got high heel shoes? Well,
or sandals.
if you asked our class, you might say, what's your, yes, you gotta make it as a statement. What is your
Favorite shoes?
favorite shoes to do what? To, where are they at? They're in our classroom. Where are they?
Classroom.
Okay. What is your favorite shoe to wear
In the classroom.
in a classroom? Now, is everybody in our classroom going to give you a different answer?
No.
No?
I mean, yeah.
All right, write that question down. What's that question again? What is,
What is your favorite shoes to wear in school?
yes. All right. That's a survey question. You have to ask a survey question to get answers. Okay? You could do that shoe one through observation. You could just look at everybody's shoes. Okay? Think about this. How many shoes you got? Where do you keep your shoes at? Let me ask that first. Where do you keep your shoes?
Under my bed.
Under your bed. Go to your bedroom right now. Count, see how many different kinds of shoes you got. Quickly, hurry.
It's stressful.
Try doing that with about 5 or 6 more. Yeah.
Well, you know, he just got placed. Okay, here he goes.
I think 13.
All right, you have 13 pairs of shoes. Okay. Are they all one color? Do you need to go look again?
They're all white and black, but some are not.
Well, then, so they're not all the same color, are they? All right, so I could ask you, how many different color shoes do you have? How many different colors do you have? What colors did you say you had? White?
And black.
You got white and you got black. What else you got?
I got white and orange and black.
You got orange. What else you got?
I used to have a black and red. I used to have black and red shoes that used to light up.
All right, so red ones. All right. So when I ask a question like, hey, Trenton, how many different pair of shoes do you have? Or how many different color shoes do you have? That's a question, right? Hey, Trenton, how many different color shoes you got? Well, then you have to start telling me, all right, how many black ones do you have?
Tell him to go and look.
I thought maybe he would remember. He just needs to come up with with a question is all he needs. And he's got to have more than one answer.
Yeah. I don't know if he gets the concept of that.
It's hard. I can't hardly hear you.
I don't know if he gets the concept with asking questions.
See, that's the puzzling part because he asks questions all day long.
Right.
So you have 5 black shoes? How many white shoes did you have?
One, you got one.
One.
How many orange shoes do you have?
One.
And how many red ones?
Two.
No, I used to have one red one that was red and black, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
All right, so we'll say 1. Okay? That gave us some stuff we could put on a chart. Okay? So your questions, you're always asking questions here. Okay? You just have to make sure that your question is about something. Remember the question we put outside the door here? What was that question?
What is your favorite dog?
What's your favorite dog? Okay? So that question will give us multiple answers, right? So whatever your question is about something, it's got to give us multiple answers to put the data on. All right, so give me another question. Give me a question about, shirts.
How many shirts I have?
Not I have.
I mean me.
No, it's not.
No, I want you to ask me a question.
Miss Miller, a question about
Ask
shirts.
me a question about shirts.
How much color shirts you have?
How many colored shirts do I have? Okay. How many different colors, or maybe how many different colored shirts do I have? And then I could tell you I have like 3 blue ones and 4 red ones, okay? But it needs to be a question like that where you can get more than one answer from different people, okay? Does that make sense? And the texting one, you could ask your mom how many times she texts a day. Then ask your daddy how many times he texts a day. Then ask your grandma how many times he texts a day. So your question could be, how many times do you text in one day? But your question can't be, how many do I do it? Because you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to the world. Okay? Trenton, do you hear me? I think he spaced out on me there. All right. All right. Do you understand now? You sure? All right. Well, finish that sheet and bring it back to me, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you on Monday, okay?
Okay.
Text me if you need help.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.